Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. I am so glad you're here. Look, if you've ever found yourself totally exhausted just trying to plan a weekend outing that actually keeps everyone in the family happy, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're diving straight into Mapperton Estate, tucked right away in the gorgeous Dorset countryside. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. A historic estate, isn't that just quiet, formal gardens strictly for adults? Well, actually, as we're about to see, Mapperton is the ultimate brilliant hack for that age-old struggle of finding a day out that satisfies both your energetic kids and, adults who just want 5 minutes of peace.
So, tell me, what actually makes a perfect family day out? If you ask any parent, they'll tell you about this constant weekend tug of war. On one side, you've got the adults craving a bit of relaxation, maybe some beautiful scenery, or a touch of history. And on the flip side, you've got the kids. They need nonstop entertainment, wide open spaces to just run wild, and things to climb on and discover. Trying to find a destination that doesn't just tolerate children, but actively celebrates them while still giving parents a serene escape, it's honestly like finding a needle in a haystack. But Mapperton absolutely nails it. Listen to this review from the Total Guide to Dorset. A family visiting with their 7- and 4-year-old daughters said their day felt just like the secret garden. I mean, that is incredibly high praise, right? It perfectly captures how the estate feels so magical and full of discovery for young, imaginative minds. It's not just a standard playground, it's a real-life adventure. Here is a quick roadmap for our explainer today. 1. The ultimate family escape. 2. The Wildlings program and the Lost Village. 3. Spotting beavers and wild ponies. 4. A taste of chocolate history. 5. The Coach House Café. And finally, 6. Planning your Mapperton visit. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the ultimate family escape. Something for everyone. The sheer genius of Mapperton is all in the contrast. Picture this. For you, the adults, you get these breathtaking, formal, grade 2-star registered gardens. They actually won the Historic Houses Garden of the Year award back in 2020. You can wander past gorgeous Italianate topiary, take in the architecture, and just soak up the tranquility. But right alongside that pristine beauty is the kids' domain. We're talking about the Mapperton Wildlands program, hands-on pebble painting, and the Lost Village. The Lost Village is this dedicated, natural, gloriously muddy play area where kids are just encouraged to roam free. It's the ultimate balance. Moving right along to Section 2, Wildlings and Lost Village. Fun for the kids? Get this, 0. That is arguably the most exciting number you're going to hear today. Over the summer, Mapping in Hampton runs this truly amazing offer where kids go absolutely free as part of their Wildlings program. In an era where just leaving the house with your family seems to cost a small fortune, this is massive value. It's such a lifesaver for filling up those long summer holidays without completely draining your wallet. So what exactly do they do? Well, during these summer weeks, the Wildlings program hosts these incredibly fun themed events. One week might be Arts Week, the next could be Wildlife Week. It keeps things super fresh. The little ones can get their hands dirty, painting pebbles, decorating bunting, and earning special Mapperton badges to take home. And here's the best part for us parents. A lot of these hands-on activities take place indoors or undercover, which, let's face it, is absolutely crucial when the unpredictable British summer decides to suddenly downpour. Next up, Section 3, Beavers and Wild Ponies. The Wildlands Safari. Mapperton is currently running this massive rewilding project, returning hundreds of acres completely back to nature. And to do that, they've brought in some pretty spectacular animal helpers. If you take the family out into the wildlands, it's basically a real-life safari. You can spot Exmoor ponies, which are these beautiful native grazers. You might see Iron Age pigs rootling around. They're this fascinating cross between a Tamworth pig and a wild boar. Then there are the White Park cattle, Britain's most ancient breed. And of course, the beavers. Beavers are literal ecosystem engineers. Their dams actually help reduce downstream flooding. Hunting for these animals turns a standard country walk into an absolute adventure. Now, if you're planning to tackle this safari, here's the practical scoop. The self-guided Wildlands Safari is a 4-mile circular trek, and you'll want to budget about 2.5 to 3 hours. Keep in mind, this is across rough, sometimes boggy ground, so it's a proper trek. Definitely grab the dedicated children's trail guide from the café to keep the kids engaged with clues along the way. Oh, and one super important rule. Because all this livestock is free roaming, you absolutely cannot bring dogs on this specific safari route. Best to leave the pup at home for this one. Section 4, Chocolate History, 17th Century Treats. Okay, I have to share this because kids and adults both love it. There's this amazing historical connection to the current residents of Mapperton, the Earls of Sandwich. Long before the fourth Earl invented the lunch sandwich, his ancestor, the first Earl of Sandwich, was basically inventing the chalk ice way back in 1668. His journal has this wild recipe. Step 1, put liquid chocolate into a flask of snow and salt. Step 2, shake it up. Step 3, serve it when it turns into, quote, tender curdled ice. But step 4 is pure comedy. Because ice cream was a brand new, slightly terrifying concept in the 17th century, he strongly advised drinking a cup of hot chocolate 15 minutes later, just for better security against the cold. Which brings us nicely to section 5, the Coach House Café. Time for treats? After all that walking, the Coach House Café is your essential pit stop. And look, this isn't your basic, uninspired cafeteria food. We are talking about giant, gooey brownies that the kids will absolutely devour. There's this gorgeous strawberries and cream cake and an incredible courgette and walnut cake for the grown-ups, but honestly, the real win here is the logistics. The cafe is fully wheelchair and pushchair friendly. No awkward struggling with steps while trying to balance a tired toddler and a tray of teas. And hey, while dogs can't do the safari, your dog is more than welcome on a short lead in the cafe and the outdoor seating areas. And finally, section 6, plan your visit. Stress-free planning. Let's quickly break down the cost so you know what to expect. During the peak summer season, a family ticket, which covers 2 adults and up to 3 children for the house, gardens, and wildlands, is £45. But if you live fairly locally or think you'd visit more than twice a year, check out the annual family membership for £95. You get a full 12 months of unlimited entry, access to the seasonal events, and, get this, 12 free hot drinks at the cafe. That basically paid for itself in no time.
Before we wrap up, here are some rapid-fire actionable tips from parents who've already conquered Mapperton. First, definitely check their website for those themed weeks in advance so your kids are hyped for the right activities. Second, pack proper walking boots and spare waterproofs. The kids are going to get muddy in the Lost Village, I promise you, but that's half the fun. Third, do not forget a camera, because the views across the steep Dorset Valley are genuinely stunning. And lastly, seriously, make sure you leave enough time at the end of the day for a massive slice of cake.
And there we have it. Mapperton Estate really manages to thread that impossible needle. It offers deep, relaxing history for us, alongside wild, muddy, and educational adventures for the kids. So I guess the only question left is, are you ready to pack up your wellies, rally the family, and go discover the magic of Mapperton for yourself? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today, and happy exploring out there.